We're going for the inaugural flight of the Breeze. It's got a welcome to your Breeze screen up on the app. Not plugged a battery in yet. I'm giving it to somebody who's never used one before to see how user friendly this is. I'll be taking video and shooting stills as we go along. So, safety first, eh?
Always.
Prop guards on. The old jackass motto.
Quite light.
Yeah.
Simple to fit.
Yeah. Is it just one position they can fit into?
So there's you've got two slots for them to fit in.
Yeah. And
you've got a horizontal slot which matches up with here.
Got ya.
And then there's a lip that goes over the top. So if you put one side in,
so you can't put them in upside down.
Oh, well, let's have a go. So that's upside down. It's not going to reach.
Yeah, so it is
ridges.
Handed. Right, so batteries in.
Batteries in.
Have you switched it on?
Prop guards are on, so let's turn it on.
Press its button. Nice little bleep confirming it's on.
And I have a blue flashing light.
Nice.
And a little beep. So on the app here, we need to connect via Wi-Fi. So it's now scanning for networks. It's found the Breeze.
That was 3 seconds.
Yeah. Unique number. Now it wants a password.
Which, having read the quick start guide very quickly, we now know.
Yep. Obviously the password's there to keep it unique. So that only this app will talk to this Breeze, so you can't get somebody to come up and just hack your Breeze straight away without knowing what the password is.
So once that's in...
it now wants me to enter a password unchanged.
Right.
So I assume now it's going to ask me to change the password.
So you can enter a unique password.
Compass calibration.
Let's do it.
Do not calibrate near there. Hold the Breeze 1.5 meters above the ground and follow the on-screen animations to do the calibration. Recalibrate the compass if the LED blinks red. Start calibration.
So
I've now got to rotate it forwards with the camera bit going upwards.
So towards yourself. So which axis is that in XY?
Be your
test of the day on very little coffee.
Be the x-axis, I would say.
Yes, I would have thought so too.
I've done that a few times. Oh, and it's now beeped. It now wants me to roll it
on the y-axis.
And I'm trying to follow the speed that it's got on the app. Do you want to show the app, Pete?
Yep. So I assume we do this till it beeps. Oh.
Oh, right, now it wants...
So that's the yaw. Well,
yaw. So
yaw. We'll call that yaw.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the x-axis as well, which is what gets confusing.
Yeah.
We'll call that yaw. Or Roger axis.
Ooh,
I think we're calibrated.
Okay, so click the next. Task confirmation. I'm just going to accept the defaults. Tutorials. What options do I? Yep, they all look to be turned on. I'll leave those on.
So it looks as though you can't go any further to the right now.
I can't go any further to the right,
so
but I can go to camera. Oh, choice. UHD at 4K, FHD 1080p 30 frames with digital stabilisation is default. We'll leave it on that.
Yeah, 1080 is fine for what we're doing, I think, today.
Or 720 60 frames. We'll leave that. Measurements metric, and then I've just got some information, help, and what the version is, and I can log in. So
we ready? We need to go to the middle of the field, I think.
I would say we do need to go. What I'm going to have a quick do is just a very quick scan, just see if there's anything else in here that I've missed. Slide to confirm takeoff.
There you go, that's the 0.8 of a metre it promised, and it can see us. Now what are we going to do?
Well, according to this, I should be able to make it go up.
Cool.
Right, we've got a dog walker coming over in the distance.
Can you record, or is it recording automatically?
I would have to go to the camera.
Yeah.
So if I go to camera
And hit that.
I can hit record.
So it's now recording us.
So that's recording us, recording it.
Inaugural flight.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do,
look, change camera angle.
while you're there, I'm going to walk round it and video it. And obviously I can see you controlling it. So I've actually orbited the Breeze. Now can you make it orbit us?
Okay, so that would be orbit mode as opposed to selfie mode.
Yeah.
So,
Or do you want to play with selfie mode for a bit more?
Well, let me just go. I've done the camera. I now want to come off the camera and go back to controlling it.
Top left? No.
Yeah, so there's land, there's home. That's adjusting my camera angle. Click in the bottom right.
Yeah. Takes
the
you back
screen.
to the main screen.
Yeah. Now in theory, can I... Yeah, I can yaw it.
Yeah.
And leave it yawed. I can take it further away from me.
Yeah. And for an app, that's quite responsive, I think.
Yeah. So I want a little bit more height. Let go and it stays where I leave it. So I'm not controlling how high I want it and leaving it there at that height.
Yeah, and it gives you an indication of its height and how far away it is as well.
Yeah.
If you look top right, 1.7 metres high,
Yeah.
10.95 metres away from us.
So if I want to bring that down a little bit, I just slide that down and let go when it's at the height that I want.
I've also just noticed something. It's got 19 satellites on a foggy day.
That's true. It's
That's
not
pretty
the best
good.
weather.
No, but 19 satellites is a lot for a GPS platform.
So that's holding itself quite steady.
Right. How do you get out of that mode and do other modes then?
Right, so what I probably need to do to land it...
So you can't switch between modes in the air, you don't think?
I don't know at the moment.
Right.
And rather than me do something that I don't want
so
it
let's
to
land
do.
it.
So I'm just going to hit the land button.
Smooth as butter, that is.
And the props have stopped.
Yeah.
It's now nice and safe.
Does it give you an indication of battery, remaining battery anyway?
62% I've got at the
So
top.
we've used 38% in a few minutes, but we have been playing around with it.
Yeah. So let's menu, so orbit mode.
Right.
Right, so again we've got another tutorial to go. If I don't want the tutorials, I can just untick it to say don't give me them again.
Do you want it quick, or is it the same tutorials?
I will have a quick read of it because it's the first time I've done it. So yeah, I need to
Slide it
keep a
across.
minimum distance of 4 meters between people, breeze and surroundings. We're in a safe position as last time. Takeoff button's the same. Right, so this time I'm setting my orbit radius and height.
So it's the same basic sliders to control
Yeah.
height, distance away, etc.
Absolutely.
And the angle of the drone while it's doing it, so you can actually yaw it as it's orbiting.
Absolutely, and we can control the camera pitch
Yeah.
as well. Confirming returning to settings. There we are. So the bit that we were trying to get back from camera,
Yeah.
it is actually in the instructions. If you're in camera view, you can go back to the control settings by clicking the sub view on the bottom right.
Got you.
So start in orbit, and we've got an orbit left or orbit right. Record video, taking pictures, just in camera settings, points of interest to orbit an external object. Okay. Return home's the same button, land's the same button. Emergency shutdown.
So it should do a complete orbit of us, then go back to the position it was in.
Let's have a go.
Do you think you can video this while I take some stills at the same time? I.e., let it take off and orbit us,
Let's do the first one like this.
and then we'll do it.
Yeah,
Go
I
for
don't
it.
want to be distracted. So, take off. Yeah,
Do
no
you
one's
want to-
about. We are safe. It's now in the air. What I'm going to do, because we're on a slope, I just want to take it up.
So how do you initiate the orbit mode?
So I've got that, and then there was an orbit right and an orbit left button.
Yeah.
which are just here.
So which way do you want to go? Right?
Uh,
Buffalo girls go around the outside.
I've clicked the right button. I think I've clicked the right.
Ah.
Right, so I have to hold and move the slider. So on here,
Yeah.
I move the slider to say I want to orbit to the right.
But that is doing a pretty. I think you can yaw it so it's facing us a bit better as well.
Well, camera-wise, it's pretty much where I left it. So we are about in the centre. We're just over to the right of centre.
Yeah. So if you go into camera, can you adjust the yaw of the camera?
Let's have a look. So if I go to camera, I've got orbit right, orbit left.
So if we look where we are on the screen, I know my reflection's there.
Okay. Right, we've just got some people coming up with dogs at the bottom.
Do you want to video this? Hit
Well, what I'm
record.
going to do is I'm actually going to orbit left now. So I'm going to get it recording. Say orbit left. That's coming around. It's a fair pace. And it's now coming around the back.
I think we need to face the camera at us slightly better.
It's actually pretty well in. So that's done a full circuit.
Oh, it almost.
I have to click pause.
So basically, what I noticed then is for about a third of the orbit, the camera was slightly off as though it was getting its bearings, and then it suddenly came into focus, like to get the angle correct with us, and then the rest of it, we were in the centre of the shot.
Yeah, okay, so I can adjust the camera angle up and down.
Yeah. Can you adjust it left and right?
Now oddly, you can tell the torque of the camera because if you listen to it, it's
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
And as I change the camera angle, you could hear it changing.
So can you adjust the
let's
axis
go
of the
back
camera?
to here. So it doesn't look like I've got a yaw control. I've got camera height. I've got distance away.
What's the one on the right?
The one on the right
Up
is
and down.
drone height, and then I've got when I'm orbiting round. Now
That's keeping us pretty central
Yeah.
now.
so I can manually pan, or I can click and it will. No, sorry. If I was in camera
Yeah.
and I click orbit right, it will then just go off and do its thing. Now what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to stop it there and I'm going to say return to home. It's asking me on the app if I want to return to home, and it's going to ascend to a return to home altitude and fly back. So